Today, we leave Kislovodsk at an unusually early hour, 6:30 in the morning. As the trip will be a very important one, we will be visiting the highest mountain in our country and indeed, in all of Europe, the famous Mount Elbrus. Greetings, dear friends. Today is another day of our amazing journey through the beautiful region of the Caucasus Mineral Waters. Today we have a special plan. We are going to visit Mount Elbrus, one of the highest peaks in the world. Elbrus is on the list of the tallest mountains in the world, the 7 peaks. Demyan, who is perhaps the best guide in the entire region, will be leading us on this journey.
Война на Кавказе велась 47 лет официально, неофициально больше 100 лет.
By the way, Demyan's name is the Russian version of a Greek name. He is of Greek origin, and his given name is Greek as well. But unfortunately, I can't remember it at the moment. How he captivated us from the start. His extensive knowledge of the local history was one of the first things that impressed us.
Чтобы больше товаров шло через него, через Самарканд, Бухару.
His knowledge and erudition were truly impressive. Demyan told us countless interesting stories, short stories, and legends. For example, who else would tell you that a local cow whose life takes place on the slopes of mountains is shorter than a cow living on plains? With a shorter body, it turns out that it is easier to navigate through mountains. How amazing!
Видите, башня стоит. Внутри металлическая цистерна оцинкованная сделана. Собирали молоко надой. Это как естественный холодильник. Сюда заходил боксан, охлаждал цистерну. Когда не успевали приехать и забрать, сливали в реку.
Secondly, Demyan drives the car reliably and confidently, professionally, and, by the way, the car is very comfortable and well maintained. But most importantly, at least in my opinion, is the sincerity that comes from the deepest part of Demyan's soul, and his deep love for his little homeland. I would like to use this opportunity to express my deepest gratitude to our guide, Demyan, on behalf of our entire family.
Вот видите, да, сады. Вот что из садов выглядывает? Абрикоса, вишня, черешня.
First stop on the way to Elbrus, Lake Gizhgit. The lake made a very strong impression on us, especially with its uniqueness and contradictions. On the one hand, an amazingly beautiful view, and on the other, an unknown danger lurking in its depths. The history of the lake goes back to about 60 years ago, when in 1966, the so-called tailings storage was built in the bed of the Gizhgit River. In the Baksan Gorge, that, in fact, is a storage place for industrial waste from the Tyrnyauz tungsten molybdenum metallurgical plant. In other words, Lake Gizhgit, which delights tourists with its beauty today, was 60 years ago nothing more than a giant container for waste left over after ore processing, with a volume of 180 million cubic meters, and the unique color of the lake's water, according to some, is due to the presence of almost the entire periodic table at the bottom of the lake in sediments. However, there is another view, which I would like to believe in. They say that in the few decades since the plant's closure, all the harmful substances in the water and soil around the facility have self-cleansed, and now, there's no need to be afraid. As evidence, they point to the presence of trout in the lake, which cannot tolerate mud, and reeds growing in the coastal area. On the shores, locals graze their cows, whose milk is safely sold at local markets. Fish caught in the lake are also prepared for visitors at coastal cafes. Although I'd prefer to believe in a positive outcome, I still can't ignore caution. In general, swimming in Lake Gizhgit or eating fish caught there is not recommended. However, admiring the beautiful views of this unique human creation is definitely recommended.
дорога, которую вы видите, она нас будет сопровождать до самого города Тырнауз.
And ahead lies the city of Tyrnyauz. The city of Tyrnyauz is the highest city in Russia, located above all other cities in our country in terms of altitude. It is situated along the Baksan River in the Baksan Gorge, in the beautiful mountains of Kabardino-Balkaria. Tyrnyauz owes its existence to the discovery of tungsten and molybdenum deposits in this area in 1934. The development of these deposits led to the construction of a mining plant, and the settlement of Nizhny Baksan was established. In 1955, the Presidium of the Supreme Soviet of the Russian Republic transformed this settlement into the city of Tyrnyauz. During this period, the city flourished as the plant produced essential products for the country. Specialists from throughout the Soviet Union sought employment in Tyrnyauz, attracted by good salaries, living conditions, and access to excellent supplies and natural beauty. But after the collapse of the Soviet Union, mining and metal production ceased. The factory was abandoned. Alas, the days of prosperity and well-being are over. The town lost its privileged position in the country's industrial life and, as a result, rapidly declined. Most of the population has left Tyrnyauz. Most of them, naturally, were those who had come here hoping for a better future. However, I have some good news for you, friends. Currently, Tyrnyauz is undergoing a revival. There are plans to resume mining operations in the near future and open a metallurgical plant, using the latest technologies. This is one thing. Secondly, the development of domestic tourism contributes greatly to the city's growth. After all, the beauty of the surrounding mountains cannot leave anyone indifferent. People come to enjoy this natural wonder. Moreover, the city of Tyrnyauz is located close to one of the highest peaks in the world, Mount Elbrus. We will be there today and will climb the mountain using the cable car.
Сейчас без 20:12, да? Давайте начнем отсчет от 12. Я даю вам 3 часа.
Elbrus is the highest mountain in Russia and, according to some versions, in Europe. It was with great anticipation that we climbed its snow-capped peaks. In the next video, we will try to share with you a glimpse of the magnificent beauty of the highland world. Thank you very much for watching our channel Pictures from the Hinterland and for subscribing, commenting, and clicking on the thumb. I hope you would prefer to click on the one which is pointing upwards.